Just a couple of months ago, Indian motorcycle magazine Bikequality reported that Royal Enfield was planning on building a 650cc twin-cylinder Himalayan based on the motor from the Interceptor. I made a video about it at the time, which you can check out in the top right corner. That motorcycle isn't projected to appear until 2024 and is supposedly going to be more road-oriented with a 19-inch front wheel and wire-spoked and mag versions. That was a bit of a disappointment, seeing as the current Himalayan has some decent off-road ability. I never like to see bikes regress, and so this news left me wanting more. But now Bikequality, which seems to have some Royal Enfield insider knowledge, is reporting some much more encouraging news. Apparently, Royal Enfield is not planning on replacing the single-cylinder Himalayan with a twin, but rather expanding the range. To be clear, according to this report, Royal Enfield is planning on introducing a new 450cc single-cylinder Himalayan with some serious off-road chops, maybe as soon as next year. Is this the unicorn bike adventure riders have been asking for? Stay tuned, and if you like what you see, you can help the channel by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. If you've watched this channel before, you might know that I keep harping on Honda to bring out a light CRF 450L Rally adventure bike with about 40 horsepower. That would be the perfect motorcycle for riders who spend a lot of time off-road but still want that weather protection. Well, Honda does not look like they're in too much of a hurry to bring that to market. You're much more likely to see a mid-sized Africa Twin or Transalp first, but Royal Enfield may be beating them to the unicorn motorcycle. The new Himalayan will reportedly have a 40 horsepower 450cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, about the right amount for a motorcycle like this. Furthermore, we're talking about a 6-speed gearbox here, so this bike should be able to comfortably cruise at extra-legal highway speeds and have more than enough power for a quick pass or to tear up the dirt. Interestingly, multiple sources have indicated that the new engine is capable of producing 45 horsepower. But Royal Enfield wants to tune this bike for low-end torque, which will cost some top-end power. Right choice in my opinion. 40 horsepower is more than enough, but you want that torque so you don't stall out on those steep dirt climbs. The new Himalayan looks a lot more dirt-ready than the current model. Like the current Himalayan, the wheels will be wire-spoked and sized 21 inches in the front and 17 rear. There's supposed to even be a tubular option for an additional variant. The suspension will have upside-down forks, and both travel and ground clearance appear greater than on the current model. Ground clearance is the current Himalayan's Achilles heel, as I found out firsthand on a short test ride. Oh, bumped the peg on that one. According to the report, the price of the new bike is going to hover close to the Interceptor 650, so much pricier than the current Himalayan. Look up what an Interceptor costs in your country, and this new 450 should be in the same neighborhood. In Canada, the price should be close to the Kawasaki KLR 650. Styling-wise, although the new model seems to retain some of the current model's cues, the high fender and one-piece seat of the 450 look a lot meaner and dirt-ready. Royal Enfield is aiming this bike at off-roaders, which is smart, because other than the Kawasaki KLR 650, there really won't be much competition for this motorcycle, and the KLR is just too heavy. Which brings us to weight, at this time unknown. The current Himalayan weighs over 420 pounds wet, which is pretty hefty. I should add that this includes a luggage rack, metal bash plate, and tank guards, which the new bike seems to have as well. At least Royal Enfield is not doing what other manufacturers try to pull, which is offering a totally stripped down bike in order to hit a weight target that will inflate as soon as you add accessories. But over 400 pounds is still not dual sport territory like a Honda CRF 450L Rally would be. The frame will be steel trellis, and the engine is likely to be a bit heavier than the current one. This is because liquid-cooled motors tend to weigh more than air-cooled ones, and the current bike is air-cooled. Either way, at such a low price, it's unlikely that Royal Enfield will use the exotic alloys that would be required for a seriously low weight. It is very unlikely that this bike will tip the scales under 400 pounds wet, though it should be lighter than the KLR 650, which weighs 456. Additionally, I'm surprised that Royal Enfield is going with a 21 17-inch wheel combo. A 21 18 set would provide a lot more off-road tire choices, as that is the typical dirt combination. It would also improve rear wheel traction by delivering a larger contact patch. The bike was originally slated to be unveiled in late 2022, but unfortunately the pandemic has delayed things. As it stands now, there's a chance that it will be out by 2023. Definitely, it seems, before a 650 Himalayan. And that's the news. It is unclear whether Royal Enfield wants to keep 3 versions of the Himalayan in their lineup, or if this 450 will completely replace the current 411cc air-cooled bike. The current model might just stick around to provide a lower seat, lower priced option for riders who don't want to spend that much. It is definitely a good idea for any manufacturer to have several ADV motorcycles in their lineup. These bikes get a lot of folks in the door. So, a unicorn? Maybe for some. I have a feeling that the bike will be a bit heavy for my taste. I'd also prefer an 18-inch rear wheel. But I'm still excited because at least Royal Enfield is giving us a 450. I hope the other manufacturers take note, especially the Japanese. A 450 to 500cc dual sport with longer service intervals, a large tank and some weather protection hits that sweet spot for a lot of riders. Whether this bike hits the mark remains to be seen. Personally, I love seeing Royal Enfield stepping up their game in the last few years. The company is a major player in the motorcycling world with massive sales in India and a credible effort to break into new markets. I wish them all the best and hope this bike is a hit. More of these, please. Are you excited about this potential new model? What's your unicorn? Please share in the comments and ride safe. If you're interested in any of the gear that Brooke and I wear or use, or the camera equipment we use to film this channel, the links are below. Everything listed there was bought with our own money and we are not sponsored by any company. However, the links below are affiliate links and the channel is paid a small amount for referring you to shop at no additional cost to you. We do not recommend any products that we are not satisfied with ourselves, but we do strongly urge you to do your research and select the correct size for items like helmets and clothing. As always, thanks for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. And whatever you ride, enjoy it. Wave at other bikers no matter what they're riding. We're all part of a brotherhood and sisterhood. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up, and may the spokes be with you.